Hello and welcome back. We are still on data types. We will take a look at set today. Set data type has got two different sets. One is set itself and the other one is frozen set. What is a set? Set is also a Python collection similar to list and tuple, which we have seen in the earlier session. Set is a collection which is unordered and unindexed, and it doesn't allow duplicate members. Wherein list is a collection which is ordered and changeable, and it allows duplicate values. Tuple is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable, and it allows duplicate members. So let us take a look at one example. So we will take a look at colors example. Let us open up PyCharm. Let's say colors is equal to, for each of these collections we use different types of brackets. For list we have used square brackets, for tuple we have used parentheses, and for set we have to use curly braces. So since we are defining a set here of colors, red, blue, green, yellow, orange. Okay, so since these are defined within the curly braces, this is a set. Set is nothing but unordered, unindexed, collection with no duplicates allowed. And set uses curly braces. List uses square brackets. List uses square brackets, and tuple uses parentheses. Okay, so if I define another member here for colors which is duplicate, so let us say red again, and we will try to print the value here, print colors, and we'll also try to print the type of colors. Okay, let me execute this. Okay, now the class is of type set. Okay, because it is in curly braces. So if I change it to parenthesis, then this will change it to tuple. Okay, so you need to make sure that you use the right bracket type. Okay, so this is our set. Let me execute this again. As you can see, it contains only 5 members: orange, yellow, blue, red, and green. And one thing to notice is it is not in the same order which we have added these members. Okay, and the other thing is also it doesn't allow duplicates, so there are no duplicates, so there's only one member called red here. Okay, so if I execute this again, now the starting value is orange. If I execute this again, then now we get green here. So that means the order is not maintained here. That is why set is a unordered collection. Let us try to access the members by using index, like what we did in list and tuple. So let us say print colors of, say for example, 2. Okay, so this is 0, 1, 2. So I would expect it to print green. Okay, let us execute this. Okay, now as I said earlier, it is an unindexed, unordered collection. So that means you cannot access the members by using index value. That is why we get this type error. Set object is not subscriptable. So far we have covered unordered, unindexed, and no duplicates are allowed. There are several methods which are available with set. I have them here. Let me copy and paste it here. Okay, just to save some time here, I have also defined another set called L colors with L white and L green. So let us execute this. The methods which I have currently are pop method, which will take out one value from the set. There is a add, which adds this y to that particular set, that is colors set. Okay, right now we have two sets. One is colors and L colors. Okay, this colors dot add will add white to the color set, and it will take out one value from color set with pop method, and with discard method it will discard yellow from the color set, and colors dot remove purple. Since we don't have any purple in this, what I will do is I will remove green. Okay, so this will remove green from color set, and I'm printing after every method. The other one is union. What union will do is it will combine L colors with colors, and it will return another set which is stored into this UCL. So after this I'm printing two values here. One is colors and the other one is UCL. The colors should not change. However, UCL should contain union of these two, that is L colors and colors. The last method which I have here is update method. So what this update will do is this will update the color set with L colors. So that means it will add L color set into this color set. However, with union it will return the combined set. It won't change the original set, which is colors. However, it returns another set which is stored into this UCL. Okay, so let me execute this. Okay, so let me take out the one which I have. This is index. This is giving me problem because we cannot use index value to access any elements. Okay, let me execute this again. Okay, we got the result here. Okay, we got the result here. All the methods are here. So after pop method, so this is the original set, which is blue, red, orange, yellow, and green. After pop, it has taken out blue from the set. Now the color set contains red, orange, yellow, and green, and we are trying to add white to the colors set. Here white is added. You can see this is after add method. White is added to the color set, and discard method will discard yellow. So here there is yellow here. However, after discard method there is no yellow here. That means it has discarded this yellow color. Okay, and remove. So we are trying to remove green from this particular set. Now the color set contains these values. Now we will try to remove green from here. So after remove method, we will end up with another set, which is color set, which contains red, white and orange. Now the same colors set contains now only three values. After union method, I am printing two sets here. One is combined set, the other one is color set. The first one is color set. However, if you look at this, color set has not changed. However, after union, UCL contains the combined set, which contains L green and L white, as L colors contains L white and L green. So this is the set after union. However, this is not the color set, this is the unionized set. Okay, color set hasn't changed. Let us look at color set after update. So we are updating colors with L colors. L colors contains L white and L green. So after update, the colors earlier in union color set contain only red, white and orange, and after update we have red, L green, white, orange and L white. So this is the updated set for colors. So the difference between update and union is union will return unionized set. So that means it combines colors and L colors and returns another set, and that will be stored into UCL. However, update will update the existing set, which is color set, by adding the values from L colors. If you look at some of the methods which I have here, we have added something to the existing set and we have removed something from the existing set. So this add and remove will modify the existing set. So that is why, since we can modify the existing set, the set is mutable. Set is also a mutable object. Let us look at frozen set. As we have seen now, set is mutable. So in order to make it as immutable, we will use frozen set. The frozen set contains these parentheses. First is parenthesis and second is curly braces, and the values will be within the curly braces. So let us see an example here. Frozen set. So let me define secondary colors is equal to frozen set, and since we know that set uses curly braces, within that sky blue, purple and gray. So I have defined a frozen set here. Now let us print this frozen set. And also type. Okay, let me execute this. So this is a frozen set which contains these three values, and the class is frozen set. As we have seen earlier, set contains two methods, which is add and remove. So let us try the same with frozen set. Secondary colors dot. If you look at this, there is no add method or a remove method. Okay, frozen set doesn't contain add method or remove method. So that is why frozen set is immutable. So let us try forcing it. Okay, and let me execute this. It says attribute error. Frozen set object has no attribute add. So that is why frozen set is immutable. So if you want to make a particular set immutable, then we should use frozen set. All other properties of set remains with frozen set also, except that it is immutable. When I say all other properties, they are unordered, unindexed, and no duplicates are allowed.